Good morning, students. Today we are going to understand the topic omission of articles. There are certain situations in which the nouns do not carry any articles, whether it is definite or indefinite. This situation is called the zero article situation. Now let's discuss the situation where we don't use any articles. The first situation is when we write any proper noun. We don't use any article before the name of a person or a continent or a country or city. We don't use any kind of articles. Now the second situation is when we are going to mention any kind of substance in the sentence like gold, platinum, sweet. So we don't use any article before them, like this ring is made of gold or platinum. Sweet is bad for your teeth. The next situation is when we are using abstract noun in the sentence like honesty is the best policy, wisdom is a gift of God. But there are some situations when we are talking about wisdom and kindness in particular or sugar in particular, then we use the definite article the. The wisdom of Vivekananda is great. Now we are using the before the wisdom because we are talking about a particular wisdom, the wisdom of Vivekananda. Here also we are talking about the kindness of Mother Teresa. Now in the third sentence we are talking about that sugar which I want you to pass it to me. So we are using a definite article over here. Next is the situation where articles are omitted are before the plural countable nouns used in a general sense, like students like toys, computers are used in many offices. Now here children and computers are used in a general sense, but in the last sentence, where are the students? Here I am talking about particular students whom I want to teach and they are not in the class. So I have used the article the, means the definite article. Now articles are omitted before the meals like the lunch, the dinner. But if we are talking about certain or particular lunch or particular dinner, then we use article. I had a late breakfast today. We are talking about only today's breakfast that I had late. The dinner we had yesterday was great. Here also we are talking about a particular dinner. The next is before languages. We don't use any article before languages, like we are learning English, I speak Telugu or Tamil at home. Next is we are not going to use any article before the name of any game, like I play cricket, she plays tennis. We are not going to add the or a before any game. Words like school, college, university, temple, church, when we are going to these places for that purpose only for which they have been made, then we are not going to use any article, like I go to school daily in the morning. So in this I'm going to school to study. So we are not going to use I go to the school. I'm going to write I go to school. But in the second situation, I go to the school to pick up my younger brother. Now here I am going to school not to study but only to pick up my younger brother. Then we will use the. Articles are not used with nouns like man and woman in general sense. If we are talking about man and woman in general sense, we are not going to use any article. Man is mortal, woman is cleverer than man. So here also we are talking about man and woman in general sense, so we are not using any article. Articles are not used before plural noun when they are used to denote whole class. When we are talking about the whole class of some noun, we are not going to use any article, like apples are red, violets are blue. So we are talking about all the apples. Camels are useful animal. We are talking about all the camel. Warm clothes are necessary during winter. We are generalizing thing. We are talking about full class, the whole class. So we are not going to use any article over here. Before any kind of relationship like father, mother, uncle, aunt, we are not going to use any article. Father is not at home. We are not going to tell the father is not at home. Okay, aunt is coming to visit me, such kind of things. We are not going to use any article before it. There are some cases when articles are particularizing the singular and plural form of the noun. Here, take care of this situation. I have a black and white cow. Here we are talking about only one cow, which is having both the colors black and white. I have a black and a white cow. Here we are talking about two cows, which is in which one is black and one is white. The secretary and accountant is present. Here we are talking about only one person who is both secretary and accountant. The secretary and the accountant is present. Here we are talking about two persons who from which one is secretary and one is accountant. So with this I have tried to cover all the points where the omission of article is done. So I hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much.